Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You're not going to believe this one. Well, maybe you will. We got a Florida GOP rep who's demanding that the FCC probe NBC and the NFL over Bad Bunny's halftime show, calling it grotesque, leftist garbage. Yeah, fam. Who is this guy? Randy Fine? Here's a story from the New York Post. A Florida Republican is demanding a federal probe into Puerto Rican rapper Bad Bunny's dangerous and offensive Super Bowl halftime show performance over the weekend, the Post has learned. Representative Randy Fine accused the rapper of encouraging children to use cocaine and faulted him for dropping F-bombs in Spanish, while calling the Federal Communications Commission to investigate how NBC Universal and the NFL allowed that indecent material to be broadcast. Family, with all that's going on in the world, you would think we have bigger fish to fry, right? Think about it. Think about it. We got the president of the United States arbitrarily bombing people in international waters. We got him invading countries and threatening to invade and take over other countries. You got him diverting funds from the sale of illegal oil to foreign countries into an account that he controls. You have the president of the United States right now appearing in what is now being said millions of Jeffrey Epstein files. Jeffrey Epstein, as you know, the convicted pedophile who abused children for years with the help of his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, and many, 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 many others. You have the president of the United States being accused of sexually violating little girls. And he's concerned about a probe into a Super Bowl halftime performance for a guy who's speaking a language he claims to not understand, for a guy who performed a show that he claimed to not have watched. Make it make sense, fam. Make it make sense. This is nothing but a distraction. This is another distraction. We all know that. See, this is what they do when they don't have substance. They create distractions. When they cannot defend their policies, they create distractions, or they come up with these symbolic gestures. We're going to take away this right. We're going to start a new club, members only. Is going to cost you $1 billion to be a member of this club. And we're going to come for this person and that person. Nothing really ever substantial, nothing of substance that can actually help, that can aid in the everyday American's plight. Nothing. It's ironic that this news comes out on the same day that we find out that Trump is not just included in thousands of Epstein files, but now they're saying in excess of 1 million Epstein files Trump is in. Remember when Trump said that he cut Epstein off and he was never friends with Epstein? Remember that? It's like they're just trying to give the left the election. Like they're just trying to give it to them. Like, hey man, we ain't got nothing, man. We trying to get to this money, man. We trying to get all the money we can get, and we ain't really got nothing else. We ain't really got nothing of substance. I have yet to hear anything. I have yet to hear any kind of policy that has lightened the load for the American people. I don't see any American people. I'm talking about any substantial amount of American people saying my life is improved because of this guy, because he's in office, I have a better life. And you damn sure can't tell me that you feel safer that since he's been in office. In fact, you can't tell me you felt safer in the last, 20 years or so since anybody's been in office. Because it's getting worse and worse and worse. And when you have a president who dog whistles violence to his constituents, oh man, that's a major problem. So you want to go investigate an artist who is preaching love and togetherness, but you ain't saying nothing about investigating all of these high-profile individuals who have been linked to playing with little girls, violating little girls, destroying little girls. Come on, fam. Make it make sense. This tells me who this dude Randy Fine really is. Yeah. Because if it's me, if I'm going to call for a probe, I'm going in on something strong, on something real, something substantial, something legacy defining at this moment. I'm going in for real, man. I'm not finna be talking about investigating some damn dude because he got on stage and did a little gyrating or he said a few cuss words in Spanish. Man, have you heard Donald Trump talk, fool? Have you heard Donald Trump talk? Have you heard the things that come out of his mouth? Have you heard the things that come out of his press secretary's mouth? Have you heard the things that come out of multiple members of his cabinet's mouth? The hypocrisy is staggering here. Where was this type of energy in things that really matter? Come on now. I really would like to see a concerted effort where these lawmakers just said, you know what, man, enough is enough. We finna get to the bottom of these Epstein files and we coming after everybody. It don't matter how powerful you are. It don't matter how much money you got. If we find that you did something inappropriate in these files, you're going down. It's as simple as that. You're going down. We ain't playing no games. I would love to see these elected officials band together and just say, it don't matter what side of the aisle you on. Yeah, we're going to take some hits and people going to be upset and all of this stuff, but we're going to stand on business because we got a country to save. We have 300 plus million people to save. We can't be concerned about saving these few dozen people, these few dozen powerful people. In the grand scope of things, if you really look at America and America's future, in the grand scope of things, these people really don't matter. And for what they did, they got to be punished. They got to be held accountable. I would love to see it, but I know I'm not going to see it. What I'm going to see is a couple of politicians here, a couple over there, a couple over there, and they're going to be ostracized. They're going to be demonized, and they're going to be very limited into how much they can get accomplished for justice, because the Supreme Court is stacked. So no matter what levels they can get past, all of that paperwork ends up on the desk of the Supreme Court. And it's the Supreme Court is stacked. Trump got the Supreme Court in his pockets. And that's one of the major reasons why he's still able to do the things he does. You Democrats and Republicans are to blame for this, because y'all could have done something about Trump way, way, way before we got to this. Y'all could have done something, but you didn't, because you was cowards. You were afraid. I don't understand how any of you who got women in your lives, I don't even understand how these women can get wet for you. You are cowards. You're spineless, no backbone. I don't understand how a woman can get excited for you. Yeah. I don't understand how your children can look at you and respect anything that you say. You're cowards. Straight up cowards. These are distractions from the Epstein files. That's all this is, another distraction. This is what they do. This is what they do. We want to know, the American people want to know about what's up with those Epstein files. Yeah. Yeah. All that dancing around, nah, man, we ain't tolerating that. We ain't going for it. We're not going for none of that. What about the Epstein files? You want to investigate something? That's what the people really want to see you investigate. If you listen, if you read the room, you could tell that many, many people, a great deal of people, actually enjoyed the performance. A great deal of people. But you don't care about that. That's why he called it leftist. Man, we ain't never going to get anywhere in this country if everything is left or right. We ain't never going to get anywhere. We're never going to get anywhere with this. And you know, that's straight, that type of rhetoric is straight up Donald Trump type talk. These dudes, I don't respect none of them, fam. I just don't respect them, because if you watch how they type on social media, a lot of them even type in all caps like Trump. They're swinging from those disco balls so hard, fam. They have lost their way. They've lost their identity. Yeah, they've lost their identity. At this point, man, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from the pettiness. The pettiness. I thought that they wasn't watching the Super Bowl. Randy, I thought you didn't watch the Super Bowl. I thought you wasn't going to watch the Super Bowl. How you know what the Super Bowl halftime? How you know what Bad Bunny said or did if you wasn't watching? How you know what he said if you don't understand Spanish? I don't trust none of it. I don't trust none of it. I don't trust none of them. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Randy Fine, you are a joke. No more talk.